Inside the hateful and lonely world of incel men. Oh my God.
We've been investigating the hidden online world of incels.
I have not interacted with a female that is not related to me in over 3 years.
They're mostly young men, usually virgins, who can't find a romantic or...
I'm sorry. Oh God, it's going to be so hard for me to be serious right now. Someone out there thinks you have pretty privileged chatter. Yeah, I mean, the point is there's always going to be somebody that's like way hotter than you or smarter than you or someone who's funnier than you, someone who's better than you at whatever you want to be good at. You can't constantly fucking sit there and be angry and resentful about it. You need to just recognize your limitations, recognize your skills, recognize what you have, recognize your self-worth, improve yourself, and move on with your life. And set your expectations to a reasonable standard. I think a lot of people don't do that. They like, I mean, I've made jokes about this all the time. Like, you know how people always fucking, like, rad libs will be like, oh my God, you're being fucking fat phobic. Like, how dare you, about like a Jubilee video. And then you look at their fucking profile picture and it's like, it's Harry Styles. It's like, well, you don't fucking, I don't see you trying to fuck the fat dude at the office. You're standing over Harry Styles. Why the fuck you standing over Harry Styles then? Like, obviously, everyone has some expectations and standards that they find to be attractive. The idea that, like, there's no universal attraction, okay? That's number one. Number two, of course, everybody finds, different things to be attractive and they pursue that. But the reality of the situation is, like, many of these dudes have like a incredibly hostile perspective towards women. And that resentment grows in our atomized, in our hyper atomized society, where you are not like forced into social situations where you're around women. So you're just like online and you find different groups that will also hype you up. You have these echo chambers where they tell you, like, no, King, you're right. All these women are fucking whores. You know, they're all bitches. They all hurt you. Remember how hard they hurt you. I think some of the resentment and anger that incels feel stems from their own personal expectations and a sense of entitlement that they have. Their personal expectations being like somewhat unreasonable, and the sense of entitlement that they have where like it's like I deserve this. I deserve this and I'm not getting it, and it 100% must be society's fault. Okay? That's it. I feel like you're being extra careful with your words because you know some of your audience is 100p with this, 100p this. No, I always try to be as careful with my words on this issue because, like, this is a deeply personal thing for a lot of people, and I want to make sure that people improve themselves. It's like a very important part of what I preach, very important part of what I believe, very important part of how I live my life, you know? But anyway, let's watch this fucking incel.
A sexual partner.
I must become more attractive. It's my last chance.
But on the extreme end, some incels are becoming more menacing.
There was quite a few women that I did want to break their nose so they would be ugly.
Where staunch incels blame women and attractive men for the reason why they're not in a relationship.
Around 60 terror attacks that can be linked to incel actors.
We wanted to know who these incels were, what they believed in, and just how extreme it could get. In this two-part investigation, we gain access to a world that is usually closed off, especially to women.
It's wild that it's like the solution is just getting some pussy, dog. Like, what the fuck? Get your money up, not your funny up. Or maybe your funny up too.
Before we start this story, we want to let you know that it contains violent and distressing content, including references to sexual violence and racist slurs. We're on our way to meet five incels we've been chatting to online.
Incel terror. There are terror tunnels.
for about a month now.
And Discord.
They usually chat to each other in forums and in servers, but today they're meeting up. And they're letting us join. One of them, who we'll call Tom, is well known in the community.
You know his ass brought his own V for Vendetta mask too. Like, he was like, yeah, I fucking like V for Vendetta. Don't worry, I got my own mask, yeah. I love 4chan pole. I'm on 4chan pole all day. And I fucking like, no, I'm not allowed to bring my fedora. Really? I'm just like Guy Fawkes. But instead of the Congressional Parliament building, I'm going to blow up the pussy.
Community for building a server, which is kind of like an online chat room. He's agreed to meet us first at a hotel.
There is most likely not a single female on the planet that would be willing to date me.
How do you define what an incel is?
An incel is someone who is unable to get into a romantic relationship.
He's nervous to be on camera and has brought a mask with him to protect his identity.
Being an
I told you, it's his own mask, bro. Incel Jihad is the final boss of the idea of Goon
incel has
Squad.
become quite sensationalist.
Burn that mask on the way out, homie. First step. First step towards getting some pussy, okay? Burn that mask. Leave every fucking Discord you're in right now. There's no shot that you're in a good one, okay? No shot.
I am worried that openly identifying
Remember the No Nut November? But actually, I'm doing semen retention. I'm doing No Nut November, but the entire year, thinking about it like that.
as such in public might affect job prospects.
What do you think when you see a woman on the street?
I don't feel like I live in the same society as her. And I think that every woman who encounters me on the street is inherently disgusted by me. I'm physically unattractive, I'm visibly autistic, and I have no experience speaking to females.
Tom casually browsed forums a few years ago in high school. Now he feels so connected to the incel philosophy that he built.
Is that a Chad Hitler? I told you, man. Stay out of Discord, dog. Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you? Stay the fuck out of Discord, man. I fucking called it. I knew it. You know these guys are stalking. You know these guys are stalking every fucking female content creator, okay?
His own chat room.
Sometimes incels can say some edgy statements.
Can you give examples?
An edgy statement would be something like, I hate all women, all women, every woman is evil. Sometimes a small minority of users, when they're lashing out in anger, might make jokes about sexual violence. I wouldn't paint the server as something too serious. A lot of this is just people just having like fun social interaction, fun banter.
In the 20 minutes we spent looking at the chat, we saw Nazi symbols, racial slurs, and unsurprisingly, hate towards women.
This is an example of an incel and a female beefing with each other. The female said, "Y'all are boring," and this incel responded in anger.
You want to read the message?
No. This server has been taken down around 10 times, but those takedowns have not really had a dent on its popularity.
It's hard to know how many incels exist, especially when they connect in private servers like this one. On the most popular forum, there are millions of visits each year. By some estimates, at the very least, there are thousands of dedicated members worldwide.
I do blame women to a significant extent for why we have so many men single, depressed, lonely. There may be definitely elements of misogyny in the community. It's only reactive to being unable to get with females. It would probably dissipate if a female showed interest in them.
You know his ass is in his Discord right now going, I knew it. That Hasanabi's watching, but it's actually his chair. Dark Viper was right. I fucking love that guy. He's my favorite. He left the fucking chair. He left the chair. We got him, boys. If I was an incel, I'd be cool incel with a fridge stocked with drinks. I mean, you're just describing me.
What board are you browsing?
G.
We later catch up with the rest of the group in the park.
Hello? Good. Hello, female.
I think so many people perished as they like kept coming back. Like all the haters that kept coming back, thinking that they could catch a moment where I'm like away from the fucking chair. And like they would just come in, stay around for like a couple hours, realize that it doesn't happen, and they would just like leave and be like, fuck, we couldn't get them. All the chair react memes are from like 2019.
They're in their late teens and early 20s. Most of them haven't given us their real names. After a month of speaking online, they've agreed to meet with us in person to explain a bit more about who they are. They agree to chat over lunch on the condition that their faces are blurred.
Is anyone here dating?
No.
Definitely no.
If you're dating, then you're not an incel. So.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
It's that hard line?
If you can date, chances are you can have sex.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you an incel.
Like if you're talking about going on dates, I think you can go on dates and be incel.
I'm more hardline in my definition.
Some allude to a common incel belief. They call it the black pill. It's the idea that women will only ever go for physically attractive men, that they've lost the genetic lottery, and their situation is hopeless.
Do your parents know that you're an incel?
No. My dad's like asked me when am I going to get a girlfriend or whatever. I feel like my mum knows I'm a loser.
Are you all at uni at the moment?
No, I'm working.
No, I'm at uni.
I'm studying, kind of, yeah.
It's mostly just STEM
Kind of?
subjects.
Yeah, no incel's doing like social work or something.
And why do you think it's those kind of jobs?
You don't have to talk to people, you can just focus on ideas and stuff.
Yeah, I said I haven't spoken to an IRL void in 3 years. And that's partially because I do a STEM degree. Like, I've never been...
Bro, he just dropped the void. Okay, listen. Dude, that's it. You did it. You described exactly why you'll never get pussy, okay? It's like, take a shower, figure out how to groom yourself. Never, ever use that fucking term ever again. Like, we moved on from femoid to foid. Like, they shortened it, dude. It used to be females, then it was femoids, and now it's foid. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm in the Discord thinking about new ideas, like what's new slur to call black people, right? What new slur to call women? Foid. New ideas like coming up with foid. Every man can be a 7. Every man. Unconditionally can be a 7. And 7 is good enough. Okay? Every man. I stand by that. All day, every day.
Being paired with a female. Thank If I did, I'd probably just walk out.
I wanted to know what direction the incel movement was headed in. So I sat down with a researcher who spent 18 months looking at the largest incel forum on the internet.
We gathered over 1 million posts from just over a year of activity on the forum.
He found the number of visits were growing slowly and posts were getting more extreme. We asked him to read some out.
So this one is called Women Peak at 12. Who in their right mind would prefer a 22?
No.
Year-old roasty to this, and they've got an image of a 12-year-old child. National Socialist Germany was the best country for incels. Women are designed.
This is okay. This part is like also another very funny way of cope. Like, okay, throughout the severity of all this, like this is all tragic, this is all disgusting, it's gross, but it's also the funniest cope. It's like, no, dog, you don't get to fucking have like top shelf Aryan pussy or whatever you think is going on. If you believe in the Pareto principle, it still operates in the same way. Now it's the Aryan Chad that's getting all the fucking ladies, okay? And you're still getting cucked in that process. Dumbass. It's so dumb. Like, it's always so funny, these guys who are like, I'm visibly autistic. And they're like, but in Aryan nation, Aryan Germany, they wouldn't immediately throw me in a concentration camp. What are you saying? Mind void. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Germany was the best country for incels. Women are designed to be raped. Males have a sufficient strength advantage, and this was probably our main method of procreating.
Wait, was this guy banned from the black pill community? Like he was too aggressive for black pill?
It's all designed to make women seem like they're subhuman.
In the most popular forum, about half of its members are Americans and Brits, but there are also Australians in there too. The group we've spoken to have never expressed any of these thoughts to us. Callum says that people who end up in these spaces tend to be unemployed, have mental health vulnerabilities, and are insecure about their looks.
Many users claim to be neurodivergent. Unfortunately, the answers they're getting are that women are to blame for all this, and it just sort of breeds this toxic, violent rage towards women that's really dangerous.
But not all incels hate women and subscribe to the extreme end of things. Some go to great lengths to attract them.
I am making some gains.
For Raymond, he's hoping the gym is the answer. In YouTube videos, he talks about his journey to self-improvement, and so far he's had 500,000 views.
Hey guys, what's up? Decline here. I am 30 and still alone.
We're about an hour out of Melbourne and meet Raymond as he heads to the gym.
I go to the gym 6 days a week.
Bro, take those fucking anime posters off the walls, homie. You're 30, dog. And before motherfuckers say that shit to me and like go look behind you or whatever, this is my goddamn studio, okay? Also, I'm him. Don't fucking start with me. Don't say says you. Come on, bro. My bedroom don't have any of that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Want to build a good amount of muscle and get lean and shredded. It seems that a lot of people have been successful with that. I still haven't had a successful one-on-one encounter with a girl.
I mean, he's got like decent pectoral definition, like decent vascularity. Like it's clear that the gym is at least working for him. But I think the major problem here isn't that he's not like physically attractive. It's that he doesn't have the confidence.
Why do you think you've not had much success with women?
Firstly, I'm a very small guy. Like 6-foot guys are a lot more successful. I don't know how to talk to women or anyone.
Up until now, most of the incels that we'd spoken to were virgins. But that's not the case with Raymond.
It has been some time since I had any sexual encounter that was not paid. I met some couples for threesomes, MMF threesomes, and I found them not really fulfilling.
Bro, this dude is piping, dude. He's doing swinger shit. Okay, listen, dog. You literally jumped. You need to be competing in the varsity league. You went into like Olympic level fucking. You know what I mean? Like, what's happening there? You skipped so many steps. Like you're operating at a much, like you should be starting off at a much different level. What the fuck? Yeah, man tried meth before caffeine. Like what? He went from 0 to literally MMF threesomes. Like what the fuck? Bro needs a fucking little life vest when he's in the water, and then he just jumps into the fucking Niagara Falls without anything on him. Are you crazy?
Everybody has those same desires to want to feel desired and wanted and loved. I don't subscribe to a lot of the common views of, say, black pill incels. Like, not everything is determined by your genes. These groups, I feel, have kind of hijacked the term.
Raymond is hoping to have...
Please explain MMF. It's a male, female threesome. So two guys, devil's triangle, Eiffel Tower. Okay? A shish kebab, if you will. That's what he did.
Changed his luck with women by his mid-30s.
If I haven't succeeded, I'll
So was it male foid?
Probably start focusing on other things, maybe just enjoying my life and just rotting, as they say. I'll go back to my video games, start watching anime again, and maybe get a job.
Tom says he's no longer involved in running the server, but he's still given up on the idea of ever being in a relationship.
I'm rather content now. It's just sort of like a huge like gaping hole in your life and fitting into society, I guess. Having bleak views affects my mental health and many other incel mental health by making us like much less caring about our future prospects. The community is really the only reason why I stay, and as the situation for young men continues to get...
I'm sorry, were you trying to say that you aren't an incel? Man, the thing is, like, I never understand this shit. Like, I watch anime, I do all this shit, okay? I have a Discord server. Like, some people just simply can't handle it, I guess. You know what I mean? Just fucking don't do it then. Don't do it. The thing is, if I felt like the circles that I was in online were making me mentally unstable, then I would, you know, as hard as it is, I would try to recognize it and try to escape it. Escape that troublesome cycle. Cut the crap, bro. You're 6'3" and hot. First of all, I'm 6'4", golden girl. Okay. Secondly, I wasn't always attractive. And also, I'm not everyone's cup of tea regardless. Even presently, currently. And my point is, like, that's just copium. There are always going to be better looking people, okay? There are always going to be better looking people. People think I fucking came out the womb looking the way I do. It's just so dumb. It's so stupid. When I say every man can be a 7, I mean it. I'm one of those men. I'm one of those men. Lots of people want to look for a reason to give up, die. When hear some of these folks talk, at least the hikikomori in Japan keep it to themselves in their rooms, using social to spread their ideology everywhere. Yeah, I just like, one of Hasan's older photos. I mean, yeah, here, look at this. Look. This topic pisses me off because most people who say shit like this lack any personality or willing to put any effort. That's what I mean. Like, it's such a weird situation. It's such a weird situation. Dude, this is so funny. This is congratulations on the jawline from 2019. That's how you know I was pro-Palestine from the jump. Look at this. Look at this. Look at my reply. Half of these reply guys probably are gone. You know what I mean? Why are you so sunburned, homie? I just think that I think it's like kind of frustrating. Like, I get it. When I was in this circumstance, when I was in this predicament, I was very upset. You know what I mean? I was sad. I was angry. I wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be in shape. I wanted to be athletic. I wanted to be able to appeal to women, and I was not. And it took years and years and years, but I mean, I saw relative success in that field, right? And it's just like, I don't know. People, it's just copium to assume like, oh, dude, you're fucking, you don't get it. You don't understand. Like, you won't get it. You don't get it. You were always attractive. You were always attractive. Like, no, you're wrong. The mewing paid off. Yeah. Literally, a man that showers regularly and maintains some aspect of personal grooming is good enough for most of us women. Like, kind men who show care for themselves and others, the bar for most of us. I know. The thing is, like, people don't understand it, but the bar is literally in fucking hell, dude. Women will literally go as low as physically possible, okay? You don't understand. Especially because the competition is terrible, fellas. It's bad, okay? The bar is at the core of the earth. Now, you can look at that and go, man, the bar is so low and I still can't clear it. What the fuck? And just like angrily shift the blame over to anyone else and anything else. But you absolutely have the power. You have the capacity. You just have to start believing in yourself and change your habits, fix your lifestyle. Many people in this community have.
To us, it is inevitable that sub.
This is so untrue. Just showering every day doesn't make you likable. That's not what I said. Just don't be like a smelly loser with a horrible personality. And automatically you are going to become a more likable individual. Why Hasan acting like he's not our competition? That's a lot to ask of Twitch chatters. I'm just saying, like, your fans are your biggest ops in your own Discord. Oh my God, dude. It's true. I'm paraplegic. I can't even use my dick to fuck, but I still have a girlfriend for the last 2 years. Nothing should hold you back from finding love. Exactly. The problem is, nothing I said means that you will find this tomorrow on your own. Okay? You're not going to like magically fucking start taking showers and then it's going to happen for you. One of the major problems here is that a lot of dudes get in their own way. They create stopgap measures for themselves. They create unnecessary hurdles for themselves. Their expectation is that this will happen overnight. It's not. Even building confidence, even something as simple as building confidence, when you say it like that, sounds simple. It takes a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. I've struggled with my weight my whole life. Okay? My entire family's obese. Many of my immediate family members got gastric bypasses, varying degrees of different surgeries to deal with it. Like, I have a lot of negative qualities that I don't like. I would be inoperable with my ADHD if I didn't know how to manage it with a regimen, with a rigid structure that I have in my life. A lot of you probably look at that and you go, oh, that's, he wakes up every day, works out. Many people take it for granted. Maybe you think it's perfectly normal, right? And you look at my situation and you think like, oh well, he's figured it out. It took a long time. It took a lot of hardships. I figured out what my weaknesses were. I figured out what my strengths were, and I worked on my weaknesses. That's it. The path not taken. Yeah, that's how it works. Stupid. Some of you saw, if you were in here for a long enough time, some of you saw the second transformation I went to. Maybe it was like, maybe I was able to hide it better, but during COVID, I gained so much weight. I shot back up to 285. My muscles atrophied. I couldn't stand up straight for 15 minutes without being winded. Think about how bad that is. I couldn't move this camera so we could see his body. Yeah, I mean, I did. So you can see the fucking full image, yes. Oh, bro, you were fat as hell during COVID, bro. It's true. I gained a shit ton of weight. I was so depressed. I was so sad. The mutton chops, do you think there was a mistake? No, it's because I couldn't grow a beard. This is the most I could grow as a beard. Okay? That shit fucked me up. And it took me 2 years pretty much to be able to get back on track. 2 years. So many injuries throughout the process. Everybody fucking made fun of me. They're like, oh, son, you keep breaking your back nonstop, lol. You know? And it was definitely a struggle. But I was still able to get through it. One thing that always carried me along the way is that I had accomplished it once. I think that's a big part of it. I was able to accomplish it once, so I knew I could do it again. First time is the hardest, though, for sure. It took me years and years and years of trying and failing to be able to get to a point where I had consistently kept off the weight, had a six-pack, had a healthy diet, constantly working out. It's hard. I know people like to make fun of it, but I know what it takes. It's a very difficult process. Now, the point is, I could have made excuses for myself the entire time, and I did. There were definitely tumultuous, emotional hardships. There was moments where I was like, I want to give up. But ultimately I just kept doing it. I just kept trucking, even when I didn't see results, which is the hardest time to do it, right? I figured out what works with my facial hair. I figured out what kind of hairstyle works, and all that stuff compiled on top of one another until I became the person you see in front of you. And most importantly, oh shit, it's gaming time, by the way, I think. But most importantly, I gained confidence. I was able to develop confidence. I got this confidence because I was able to accomplish my goals I had set out for myself. That's huge. That's a huge part of the process. And I think people discount the importance of confidence. Anyway,